Phi, that is your heat. Okay, so which are the objectives are there, which are the learning objectives of there? Today's topic, that is to study the unit of heat, to understand the concept of specific heat, that is the specific heat capacity, and to understand the principle of heat exchange, and to study the measurement of specific heat. So these are the learning objectives of today's lecture. So before this, what we had done in previous lecture, that points are there, that is your latent heat, then radiation, anomalous behavior of water, dew point, humidity, and relative humidity. Okay, students, just I want to ask some questions to you related to this topic. So please only raise your hand. Whenever I asking questions, then please you raise your hand only. So first students, the first question is there. What is mean by the latent heat of vaporization? What is mean by the latent heat of vaporization? Yes. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. What is mean by the latent heat of vaporization, or define the latent heat of vaporization? Anybody?
Don't you know the answer?
Yes, Firoz. Yeah, Firoz.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, WPOINT. क्या है ना नेम मैम?
Hello. Yes.
Hello, give the answer now.
Please.
Hello.
Yes, Firoz.
Hello.
I don't.
गिरा वो ज्यादा नहीं अब भी गिरा.
Ruba. Hello, Ruba.
Please mute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
If you know the answer, please tell the answer.
Hello.
Yes.
साले को मारो.
Ruba.
Yes.
Please take a screenshot of this PPT. That is your important points are there. That is melting point, boiling point, latent heat of fusion, vaporization. This. So please and note down these all the important points in your notebook. Okay. So take a screenshot of this PPT. Okay. Yesterday we had done the absolute humidity and relative humidity is there. So please also take out the screenshot of this topic also. So distinguish between the absolute humidity and relative humidity. Take the screenshot. These are the very, very important point. So please take it and write it in your notebook. Note down all the topics, all the important points in your notebook. Okay. So let us start our new topic, that is the unit of heat. So before starting this, you must know what is the unit of energy, or what is the unit of work. That is nothing but the what is this? That is a joule. So heat is also a form of energy. So SI unit of heat is joule, and CGS unit of heat is calorie. So remember this, the joule is the SI unit and CGS unit is calorie. Okay. And 1 calorie is nothing but the 4.18 joule. Also please take out the screenshot of this presentation. So unit of heat is very, very important topic. Okay. So 1 calorie heat means what? 1 calorie heat means what? The amount of heat energy necessary to raise the temperature. So amount of heat energy necessary to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius from 14.5 to 15.5 degrees Celsius is called as 1 calorie heat. So definitions. Remember the students, the definitions which are in your textbook or which are in your chapters, these are very, very important, that all the definitions are mentioned in your textbook, that is in bold letters. Okay, so please all the you have to write all the definitions in your notebook. Okay, so this is the definition, that is 1 calorie heat. What is meant by the 1 calorie heat? So amount of heat energy, that is the amount of heat energy necessary to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius, that is from 14.5. So that is the difference between the 14.5 to 15.5 means what? That is 1 degree Celsius. So that is called as 1 calorie heat. Okay, so now that is 1 kilocalorie. Like that only, the 1 kilogram means how much gram? That is the 1000 gram. Okay, so here also 1 kilocalorie means what? 1000 calorie, right? So one amount of heat energy to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree Celsius from 14.5 degrees Celsius, 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius, this is called as 1 kilocalorie heat. So 1 point here, please remember the points, that is 1 calorie means 4.18 joule. This is very, very important. 1 calorie means 4.18 joule, and 1 calorie or 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie. Okay, so take a screenshot of this presentation and write it in your notebook. Okay, now what is meant by the specific heat capacity? So specific heat capacity is very important topic. Now students, here what do you observe in your diagram? What you observe this diagram? It is having a container. Okay, the container contains the wax layer. There is a wax layer is there, and there are 3 spheres. 3 spheres, that is the metal is there. One is iron, second one is copper, and third one is lead. So 3 sphere is there. Okay. Now what is meant by the specific heat capacity? Here the energy, heat energy, it get absorbed by the sphere. First of all, this is the activity here. What we will do? First, all the 3 spheres dip into or put it into the hot water. Hot water means that boiling water is 100 degrees Celsius. It contains the boiling water 100 degrees Celsius. So water is there which contain the temperature that is 100 degrees Celsius. So boiling water is there, and put all the 3 spheres into the water. Okay. Now what will happen there? The heat energy is gained by the sphere. So from the water, the heat energy get transferred to the sphere. So it is gained by the sphere, or it will be transferred from the water to the sphere. Okay. So the that spheres absorbs the heat energy from the water. Okay. Now take out all these spheres from the water. Okay. And again put on the wax layer. All the 3 spheres put on the wax layer. What you observe here? The amount of heat energy gained by the sphere. Now, which object gain more energy, more heat energy? So which object or which sphere absorbs the more energy? That sphere will goes deeper, means inside the wax layer. So that sphere goes deeper and deeper into the wax layer. Okay. So here what we observe, the that iron sphere is there, it goes deepest into the wax layer. Okay. Why? Because it absorbs the more heat energy. Okay. Now look at this. There is an intermediate position is there, that copper is the second one and third one is lead, right? So less amount of distance covered by the lead, but more amount of distance covered by the iron, right? So it is totally depend on the absorption of heat energy. Okay, so remember this point. So what is this? When the temperature is same, remember this, that temperature is same. We have put all the spheres in the 100 degrees Celsius of water, right? With the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius is there. The water having the temperature that is 100 degrees Celsius. So temperature is same, but the absorption of heat energy, that is different. So this sphere, that determines the amount of heat absorbed by these spheres, right? So all these spheres is having the different capacity of absorption. So here what will happen here, this means what, this is nothing but the different metals having a different what is say that having the capacity of absorption, that is the heat energy absorption is there. So each and every sphere having different capacity to absorb the heat energy. So what is the definition of this specific heat capacity here? The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of unit mass. Unit mass means each and every object having some mass. Okay, and that each and every object having different capacity to absorb the energy. Okay, so that is amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of an object by 1 degree Celsius is called as specific heat of capacity. So here students, please take a screenshot of this point, and also you have to write in your notebook. So specific heat capacity is denoted by this small c. Remember, this is a small c. So specific heat capacity denoted by small c. And what is the SI unit of specific heat capacity? That is joule per kg degree Celsius. Now, if you look at the definition is there, heat energy having the unit, that is joule. Okay, so the specific heat here we mention the joule per kg. Kg means mass. Okay, and degree Celsius means temperature. So it differentiate the definition, right? So joule per kg degree Celsius. So heat energy is required means joule. Okay, and is depend on the what, mass and the temperature. Okay, so joule per kg degree Celsius. Again, the CGS unit of specific heat capacity is calorie, gram and degree Celsius. Okay, actually this point is not in your textbook, but remember that calorie, like that kilocalorie, the degree Celsius also having that is denoted by the Kelvin. Means what? 0 degree Celsius means 273 Kelvin. But it is not in your textbook. Plus remember that only for your knowledge, that 0 degree Celsius means what? That is 273 Kelvin. Okay. So formula is there, that is the specific heat capacity. What is meant by the specific heat capacity? But we have to calculate here heat energy. How much amount of heat energy is absorbed or lost by the object. Okay. So what is the formula is M. M is nothing but the mass of the object. C is nothing but the specific heat of capacity. So specific heat capacity, so specific heat of object, and temperature, that is delta T. So temperature is there. So formula of heat energy absorbed or heat energy lost by the object. Okay, remember here. Now wax is there and 3 spheres. 3 spheres absorbs the energy. And when we put all the object in water, water's temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. Water having temperature 100 degrees Celsius. But water lost the heat, right? And it gained by the object, meant heat energy absorbed by the object, and water lost the heat. Okay, so both are having same formula, that is M multiplied by C multiplied by delta T, means MCT. So mass of the object, specific heat of object, and temperature. Okay, so remember this formula for heat energy absorbed or heat energy lost by the object. Okay, now next topic is that is what is meant by the heat exchange. Before that, just I want to tell that page number 68, that is your page number 68, textbook page number 68, one chart is there which denotes the different heat capacity of all the objects. That is mean the water, paraffin, kerosene, aluminum. So it denoted by the different capacity, specific heat capacity here. So please write that chart also in your notebook. Okay, so that is important for your to solve the examples. Now next topic is what is meant by the heat exchange. Look at the diagram here, students. There are two objects. First is hot object and second one is cold object, right? Now hot object, now what is the energy? Energy can be transferred from one form to another form. We know that. And energy is always transferred from the higher level to lower level. Okay. Now here the diagram shows that the heat transferred from the hot object to cold object. When you boil the water, right? When you heat the water, when you heated it, what will happen? The heat get transferred from the hot to cold. So for example, that ice and water, when you heat the ice, what will happen? The energy get transferred from the ice to water. Like that only, the hot object and cold object are there. Where the heat is exchanged, it get transferred from the hot object to the cold object. Now, if you heat, it will get exchanged between the two objects. Okay. Now, what will happen here? If you heat, and what will happen? The hot object transfer heat energy towards the cold object, means what happen? The temperature of the cold object get increasing and temperature of the hot object will be decreasing. So this is the important point where the temperature will be changed. The change in the temperature is still what? When the equal amount of energy is there between the two objects, if both the object having same amount of energy, the temperature is not rising. So it will remains constant. First of all, what will happen here? When you heat the object, when you hit the object, the heat will be transferred from the hot object to cold object. Okay, so temperature is increasing from, it will be transferred from the hot object to cold object. And what will happen? The temperature of cold object will be goes on increasing, and the temperature of the hot object will be decreasing. Okay, and the amount of heat energy, when the amount of heat energy will be equal in both objects, it is in equal, or it is in same in both objects, the temperature then remains constant. In second diagram, it shows that A and B, these are the two objects. The red color indicates that is the hot object, and blue color indicates that is your cold object. Okay, and heat get transferred from the hot object to cold object. That is your like a thermos. Thermos is nothing but the isolated object or isolated apparatus is there. What will happen in thermos? the hot substance remains hot, or cold substance remains cold, right? So this is the isolated object, or it is also called that resistive heat resistance box is there. Okay, in your diagram, this diagram also indicates the heat resistive box. Okay, heat get not transferred into the environment here. Heat is remains as it is inside the that apparatus or that box. Okay, so this is nothing but the heat exchange capacity, that is called as the principle of heat exchange. What is the principle of heat exchange here? Heat energy lost by hot object and heat energy gained by the cold object. Okay, and when the heat get exchanged from hot object to cold object, temperature, the hot object decreases its temperature and cold object will be increases its temperature. Only you have to remember the principle of this heat exchange, that is heat energy lost by the hot object is equal to the heat energy gained by the cold object. Means both the hot object and cold object occupies the equal heat energy, right? And it is also having a constant temperature. It is having a equal amount of temperature, or equal same temperature is indicates the same temperature, and both are the object having equal amount of energy. So heat energy lost by object, hot object, is equal to the heat energy gained by the cold object. Okay, so you have to remember in this topic that first is your diagram. Okay, and second one is your principle of heat exchange. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so please take a screenshot of this PPT and also note down in your notebook. So this is the principle of heat exchange. Okay, so and remember the heat exchange between the hot to cold. Okay, now next topic is what? That is the measurement of specific heat. Now how to measure this specific heat, or how to measure which apparatus is used, or which yeah, it is the apparatus only, it is not a device. So it is the apparatus which is used to measure the specific heat. So specific heat is measured by the mixing method. What is meant by the mixing method? Mixing method means what? When two objects are mixed with each other, it forms some amount of energy, right? It may be water with salt, or it may be two solutions are there like sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. These are also two solutions. Okay, or another sugar solutions are there. All the solutions having some amount of energy, right? All the compounds or all the substances having some amount of energy. Okay, when you mix, means what will happen here? There is a reaction, some reaction between the two components or between the two compounds, and when the reaction occurs, it releases some energy, right? Or it may be absorb some energy. Okay, in chemical reactions, the third number chapter is there, that is your chemical reaction chapter, right? Equations are there. So you may know the exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. In exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction, what will happen? The heat may be absorbed during the reaction. During the chemical reaction, heat may be absorbed or it may be released, right? So that is exothermic and endothermic. Exo means what? When the heat get released during the chemical reaction, that is called as exothermic reaction. When heat is absorbed during the chemical reaction, that is the endothermic reaction. Okay, so some chemicals absorb the heat energy, some chemicals release the heat energy, right? So this is measured by using the calorimeter. Okay, so this apparatus, look at that diagram. This is the apparatus that is called as calorimeter. Okay, so first of all, important point is that the measurement of specificity is measured by the mixing method. So underline when you note down all the topics in your notebook. So please, then you have to underline the important points. That is, the specificity is measured by mixing method. So underline that mixing method. Okay, and which apparatus used to measure the calorimeter? That use to measure the specificity, that is your calorimeter. The calorimeter, so underline that point. You have to measure the specificity by using the calorimeter. Okay, now look at that apparatus. Okay, one container is there. Inside the container, the thermometer is fitted. Okay, and one stirrer. Okay, for mixing the two components, we require the stirrer, or suppose it is rod. That is glass rod. Okay, or and the to count the temperature, we need the thermometer. Okay, to count the heat energy, right? How much amount of heat energy is absorbed or gained by the component. So this is the container which indicates one thermometer is there, one stirrer is there, or glass rod is there. So this is your calorimeter. Okay, now look at the here. First of all, heat lost when, suppose we have taken the one, suppose we have taken the water is here. First, in the container or in the calorimeter, add the water. Okay, after that add some hot sphere is there, small sphere, small ball is there, that is maybe metal, suppose copper is there. Okay, so that hot copper is there. If you heat the copper, it becomes hot, right? So if you add that copper and mix it with water, what will happen? The heat energy, the temperature or heat is absorbed by the copper will be transferred towards the water, right? And temperature of the water get increasing. So heat energy transfer from the one object to second objects, mean from copper sphere to water. Okay, so heat energy transfer from hot object to cold object. And when the heat energy absorbs in the water, what will happen? Temperature rises. Okay, so temperature indicates the increasing the level of the mercury level is increasing in the thermometer. It shows the increasing level of the mercury level of the thermometer, right? So here the cold object absorbs the heat energy and temperature gets increasing. And where the copper which loses the heat energy, so that will be decreases its temperature. So a formula is there, heat lost by solid object. Heat lost by solid object. Solid is what? Copper. Suppose solid object, we have taken your copper sphere, right? So heat lost. That hot object, that copper lost its heat, it decreases it transfers heats, that is denoted by the capital Q. Okay, is equal to mass of solid object. It may be in gram, it may be in kilogram. Okay, so mass of solid object, that is mean mass of copper, and its specific heat. Specific heat, just I told you, in page number 68 there is a chart which denotes the, or it shows the some specific heat of some objects, some substances are there, or some compounds. So that is the chart indicating the specific heat, and objects are there, compounds are there. So please that note down that chart, write that chart in your notebook. So copper having specific heat that is 0.1. There is a round figure is there. 0.09 means what? 0.1. Okay. So that is the specific heat of copper. Multiply by decrease in its temperature when it transferred its energy from hot to cold. What will happen? The hot object decreases its temperature. Okay. So temperature is decreases here. So heat lost by the solid object means heat lost by the copper is equal to mCT. It is the formula of specific heat, that is M multiply by C multiply by T. Delta T is there. Okay. So simple formula. In previous slide we have seen that mCT. So formula is mCT. Remember. So heat may be lost by the object or heat may be gained by the object. Formula is same, that is mCT. Mass multiply by specific heat multiply by delta T. How much amount of what temperature decreases its temperature? How much amount of temperature is there? It may be decreased or it may be increased. Okay. So delta T is variable. And heat gained by the water means what? Heat gained by the water, it's also having formula, that is mCT. Mass multiply by C, that is your specific heat, and increase in temperature. Increase in temperature, why? Because the object gain the energy. It absorbs the energy. So solid, that is hot object, and water is a cold object. And heat get transferred, that heat energy transfer from the cold, hot object to cold object, right? So water gain the energy, water absorbs the energy. So water shows that what? It increases its temperature. And solid object, that is your copper object, it decreases its temperature. It indicates the temperature is decreasing here. So heat gained by calorimeter. Now the thermometer also shows the temperature is increasing or decreasing. But what will happen? It gained by the calorimeter. So calorimeter, where the thermometer is fitted here. So it will also shows that absorption of heat energy, and heat is also absorbed or gained by the calorimeter. And this is denoted by the Q2. Okay. Q2 is equal to mass of the calorimeter multiply by its specific heat and multiply by increase in temperature. Remember that if any object gain the heat, then it always shows that temperature is increases. So temperature is increases here, it increase in temperature is there. So mCT, remember the formula, that is mCT, right? Mass multiply by specific heat multiply by delta T. Delta T denotes it may be decreasing or it may be increasing. So three formulas are there, Q, Q1 and Q2. Heat lost by solid object is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Heat lost by of the hot object is there is equal to gain. The object who gain the heat energy and the calorimeter. Okay. So Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. So heat lost by the hot object, heat gained by the water, and heat gained by the calorimeter. Okay. So these are the important points. Take a screenshot. And the specific heat is measured by the mixing method, and calorimeter is used to measure the specific heat. So please take a screenshot and write also in your notebook. Okay. Now next is solve problems are there. One example is there. How much heat energy is necessary to raise the temperature of 5 kg of water from 20 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. So this is your example where the mass is given, that is 5 kg, nothing but the mass of water. C means specific heat. The water having the specific heat, that is 1 kilocalorie. Okay, so 1 kilocalorie per kg degree Celsius, that is your specific heat of water. And change in temperature, remember here, look at that question is there, that is 20 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. So raise in temperature is from 20 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. So we have to write the difference between them, that is your 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, now formula we know, that is MCT. Mass of water is given, specific heat is also given, and change in temperature also, right? So put up all the values here, that is the 5 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 80. And then what is the answer here? That is 400 kilocalorie. That is your answer. So heat energy necessary to raise the temperature of water is 400 kilocalorie. Okay. So these are the points. Now, okay students, I will be asking some questions to you. Only raise your hand. Please don't give the chorus answer. Okay. Okay student, look at this slide. What does this graph indicate? Yes, hello, Hina. Hina. Yes, Hina. What does this graph indicate? Please unmute yourself, students. First you unmute yourself and then give the answer. Hina. Varsha ma'am. Hello, Varsha ma'am. Varsha ma'am, hello.
हाँ मैम बोलिए।
हाँ, वो बच्चों को अनम्यूट कीजिए ना।
हाँ हाँ कर रही हूँ, मैं कर रही हूँ।
या
हिना।
यस हिना।
हाँ हिना बोलो आंसर।
हिना।
हेलो।
हाँ यस हेलो।
हाँ मैम।
या डू यू नो आंसर हिना? What does this graph indicate? Hello. Hello, Varsha. Hello, Hina. I can hear you. Please answer. Hina Banu. Varsha is there. Varsha Nagar MPS. Yeah, Varsha. Do you know the answer, Varsha? Hina plus Hina, mute yourself.
हेलो मिस, गलती तो वो दब गया, वो मेरी बहन छोटी है वो दबा दी मिस।
Okay, mute yourself first. Yes, Varsha. Varsha Nagar MPS. Yes, Varsha. Please unmute yourself, Varsha.
Rupesh Singh.
Yes.
Unmute and answer.
Anomalous behavior of water.
Yes, this graph indicates the anomalous behavior of water is there. Very good, very well. What is this behavior? That is anomalous behavior of water. Okay, now at what temperature the water shows the anomalous behavior? Anybody? Yes, Abhishek Pal.
Abhishek.
Yes, miss. 0 to 4 degrees Celsius.
Yes, very good. Very nice answer. Very good. So 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. Very nice. Okay, now next question is there. What is the melting point of solid? Define the melting point of solid. Yes, Ruba. Rupesh Singh. Hello, Rupesh Singh.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. What is the melting point of solid? Define it.
The melting point of solid is which the solid was converted into liquid.
Okay, very good, very nice. Then what is the dew point temperature? Define the dew point temperature. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Khushi Yadav. Khushi Yadav, first unmute yourself.
Khushi.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Temperature to which air must be cool to become saturated with water vapor.
Yeah, very nice. Very good, Khushi. Okay, next question is that what is the formula of percentage of relative humidity? Yeah, Hina Banu again. Hina. Yes, Hina.
Hina. I think.
Okay, next student, Ruba. Ruba, 10 standard C.
M into C into T.
Yes, no. What is the formula of percentage of relative humidity? Another students, Pritam. Yes, Pritam. Pritam, first you have to unmute your mic. Please unmute. Yeah.
Percent relative humidity is equals to actual mass of water vapor content in the air in a given volume upon mass of vapor need to make the air saturated in that volume into 100.
Very good, Pritam. Very nice answer. Okay. Define the specific heat capacity. Yes. Define the specific heat capacity. Nazmin, unmute yourself.
The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of an object.
Yes, very good. Very nice answer, Nazmin. Okay, so there is a match the following here, column A and column B. Okay, so just first question is there, heat. So what is the match here? Yeah, what is the option of this heat? What is the option of the heat? Samira.